Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel today. We're back with episode number 8 here of the Rossoneri Rampage. Now, since we played our last game here against Fiorentina, which was a 0-0 draw, and it was quite a boring game really all said. Today we have got Juventus coming up, and we've also got Lazio in today's episode. We're going to have a double live com, but we've got some results to bring you first of all. So let's run that famous Football Italia intro.
Campionato di calcio italiano.
Right then guys, welcome back. Now first thing first, you can probably tell that my voice is a little bit deeper than normal. Had a bit of a session at the weekend for a mate's birthday, so still on the path to recovery at the minute, but the show must go on. So first things first then, our first game since we played Fiorentina was against Vitesse in the Europa League. We're going to go in and have a look at that goal now. So we're going to go into the pitch area to get the goal highlight, and we're just waiting for that to load now. So yeah, it was quite a good weekend actually. Cascia played the ball down the line onto Four, who played it back to Butnik, gets a wicked deflection, and Luke Castaños put the ball past the arms of Gianluigi Donnarumma. We then played Spal in the Serie A, rather, not the Semi-A, the Serie A. And we're going to go and have a look at the highlights for that. So again, we're just waiting for this to load now. So hope you guys have had a really good weekend. And we can see here that it is Rodriguez out wide. Plays the ball inside to Bilia, to Locatelli, and Suso creeps behind the back of the last defender and put the ball in the back of the net. Now, Bonaventura played it across to Yedlin, and Cutrone, who come on as a substitute in that second half, popped in on the back post and stuck the ball straight into the back of the net. And that was a good routine 2-0 win. We then played Pisa in the Italian Cup first round, and to be honest with you, I expected this result, but we still fielded a relatively strong strength side. So we're going to have a look now. We've got a corner here, and it's Hakan who played the ball in. Suso on the edge of the area, pulls the ball back into Bajic, and Andrea Bajic puts the ball in the back of it. And again, it's another set-piece corner. Suso back out to Hakan, and Catroni on the back post again, put the ball straight in the back of the net. We're getting quite a lot of success from that crossing from that wide right position, which has gone really well for us of late. We then had Genoa back in the Serie A after that cup game, and it was a very dominant 4-1 performance, which we want to see now. Didn't expect to beat them by such a margin, and it was Lazovic who played the ball in, and opened the scoring was Lapadula, who's currently on loan there, but Cutrone put the ball back to Bonaventura, who played in Cutrone, and Cutrone continued his great goal scoring run for us of late. Suso with the corner again onto the outside of the area to Locatelli, and Frank Kessie, who's back in the side after injury. Bilia followed up with a third from the penalty spot. And Bonaventura played in Bajic, who made a run forward, played Cutrone, Romagnoli crossed it in, and Barini put the ball in the back of the net to make it 4. Now we head into this game against Juventus today off the back of 3 wins. We are pretty much, I think we're unbeaten in the league actually at this point. We still are unbeaten in the league, and after 18 games now we do hold an advantage of a point over Juventus. So today is going to be a very tight and difficult game. Now we can see Juventus have won the last 6 editions of the Serie A. AC Milan won the one before that. So it's going to be a tough one, I reckon, today. It's probably going to be, it's definitely going to be our hardest game of the season to date, rather. Getting it all wrong today, guys, but you'll have to bear with me. So we can see then that Juventus are penciled in at evens favourites. We are 11-5, and the draw is also 11-5. I think that's probably about fair. They're in excellent form. We're quite strong. We have suffered that one defeat, though, against Vitesse, but we have been strong in the league, so I'm hoping that today we can continue that. So there without Claudio Marchisio, Benedict Hoides and Stefan Liechtensteiner are all out, as are Stefano Sturaro and Mame Thiam. So we are without Andrea Conti, who's currently out with damaged cruciate ligaments, and Ignacio Abate has pulled his ankle ligaments. So that means we're going to be starting with DeAndre Yedlin for today's one. So we're going to go in, we're going to switch this back to structured, just because we want to ensure that all our team is pulling together in their rightful position. So we're going to have to stick with Rodriguez at left back, even though his condition isn't in fantastic shape. We're going to go with... Actually, do you know what? We're going to stick with Patrick Cutrone up front, simply because he's scored in, I think, the last 3 games we've played, so we're definitely going to start off with him. We're going to bring in Emerson Hyman for Jefferson Vergara, just to give him possibly a substitute appearance. So I'm happy with how that squad is. Let's get into today's game then, shall we? With that squad that you see before us, and fingers crossed we can work a result here out of Juventus. Okay then, so let's have a look at the two teams. We've got to go with Juventus first of all. They're playing with a 4-2-3-1 formation, which will start off with Buffon in goal, Alexandro and De Sciglio as wing-backs, Cellini and Benatia in the middle, with Sami Khedira and Pjanic in midfield, with Douglas Costa on the left, Cuadrado on the right, Paulo Dybala in the attacking mid slot, and Gonzalo Higuain up front on his own. We're going with 4 at the back with Rodriguez, Bonucci, Musacchio and Yedlin. Frank Kessie and Lucas Biglia in the defensive mid positions, Locatelli in the centre with Bonaventura and Suso out wide, and also Patrick Cutrone up front, and Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal. Obviously we haven't mentioned him. So let's go to the team talks then. We are going to assertively tell them out there that show me what you can do to keep our run going. I'm also going to go and talk to the attacking players and have more of the same tonight. We're also going to go in and tell the midfield that I think there's a lot more to come from them, and a couple of players have responded positively to that, and we're going to do the same for midfield as well. And again, same, a couple of players have responded positively. Let's take it to the tunnel now. Now, Giacomo Bonaventura is set to make his 100th league appearance for AC Milan today. Just how much does he mean to everyone here? So I'm going to say he's delighted for him. He's a wonderful player. Both teams have come into this one in good form. How do you rate your chances ahead of kickoff? Now, assertively, I'm going to say they are a very good team, and we're going to relish the challenge of keeping our good form going whilst putting a dent in their aspirations. And it is a big day all round. How much do you look forward to taking on your rivals? Now, I'm going to tell that one there. You can see that one. There's been a lot of speculation this week surrounding the future of Luciano Spalletti, with pundits critical and some fans apparently losing patience with the Inter manager. What are your thoughts on this matter? I'm going to calmly say I don't feel it is my place to comment on these rumours. Now, the teams are coming out of the tunnel now onto the pitch here at the Juventus Stadium, and they've kicked off first. So it's Higuain to Sami Khedira out wide, but Khedira is a bit of a poor pass, bounce off the back of Khedira, but Cutrone picks it up to Biglia, to Locatelli out wide to Suso, Yedlin on the overlap, and that is the end of the opening highlight. So we've got a highlight then, and it's Cellini to Pjanic to Dybala to Sami Khedira to Douglas Costa, Pjanic to Khedira to Dybala. Lovely pass. Oh, what a terrible mistake from Rodriguez, and Gonzalo Higuain puts the ball in the back of the net, and we've gone 1-0 down here against Juventus. Big mistake that from Rodriguez. Bonaventura has also picked up an injury, which means Hakan is going to have to come on. Not a great start here for us, but we're okay at the moment. I've clicked the demand more chance to try and get some fire into the team. Juventus are dominating though in the early exchanges. So then we've made it through to half time, and well, I mean, yeah, so we're 1-0 behind, courtesy of that mistake from Rodriguez, which Gonzalo Higuain made no mistake in putting past Donnarumma. We have also lost Giacomo Bonaventura due to a bad injury, and I'm going to aggressively tell them I expect to see a much better showing in that second half. Now, I'm also going to take off Rodrigo Rodriguez because he has been very poor in that first half. I'm going to bring on Alessio Romagnoli to replace him. He can play that left back position, but not too great. So yeah, let's hand over to the assistant. We've got the team fired up apart from Yedlin, and we're going to go and start the second half now. We've switched to control mentality just before half time, just to try and push the players further up the pitch to try and get that elusive equalising goal. Now, I'm going to look at passively bringing off Cutrone in the next 5 or 10 minutes if he doesn't have any impact. Costa with the free kick plays the ball into Higuain. Douglas Costa on the edge of the area takes a strike, but the ball goes over the bar. I think Donnarumma had it covered anyway. Now, Cutrone is going to be coming off here. He hasn't had any impact on his game. We're going to bring on Andre Silva to replace him. And we're also going to now go to an attacking mentality to try and get them to really try and put it on Juventus now in these latter 20 or so minutes of the game. 25 minutes left to go. They're proving a hard nut to crack here, Juventus. 70 minutes on the clock. We've got a highlight, and it's Yedlin who finds Locatelli. Yedlin inside to Biglia, to Frank Kessie, out wide to Hakan. Tries a shot, but a good save there from Buffon. Almost managed to get it over his head, but Buffon with a great save, and the ball is cleared from the corner, which Higuain runs down the line, goes past our number 9, which I think was Andre Silva. And that's in the highlight. They've got a corner here. Ball comes in. Cuadrado on the edge of the box takes a shot. Cannons off the inside netting. And the ball goes out for a corner. We're going to demand more. Oh, press push forward. I want to demand more. We're going to have to go into overload here for the latter 10 minutes or so of this game. Buffon comes running out with the ball, plays a lovely lofty pass forward. The defenders were caught napping, and a great save from Gianluigi Donnarumma, who manages to turn the ball out for a corner. That's Pjanic now with the cross. The ball is cleared. Locatelli tracing down. It looks like De Sciglio has fouled one of our players. We're really struggling though to... Who can we bring on? I think we'll try Barini for Suso. No, we can't make any more substitutions. Oh, for God's sake. Oh dear. So yeah, I'm on overload. Demanding more. Come on. Can we get anything out of it? We're trying hard in the latter stages. We've had a lot more shots, but we just can't seem to force that breakthrough. And it looks like we're going to slump to our first defeat of the league season here. And indeed, we have just done that. Juventus have beaten us 1-0 here at, I believe, the Allianz. I thought it was Juventus Stadium, but it looks like it is the Allianz. Goal courtesy of Gonzalo Higuain off that mistake of Rodriguez. Now I'm just going to aggressively tell them I am not happy with the result. And DeAndre Yedlin hasn't taken that too well, and he just seems demotivated. So we're going to leave that match there. We've got the Cup semi-final, I believe, to draw next. Giacomo Bonaventura is out for 6 to 7 weeks. Wow. I'll tell him to try and focus on recovery. We've got a press conference about to begin, and I'm going to say, fancy that, guys, getting injured on your 100th appearance for a club. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not going to say it's not my comment. Drop off the top of the league, you must be somewhat disappointed, and you would surely that no one understands these rival like again panned out, and I'm not going to talk about it. It's tough you see Juventus see out their celebrations. How would you think that the players will bounce back? They are a strong group of lads. We are disappointed, not disheartened. Possibly out for 5 to 7 weeks. Obviously it's a big loss, but we'll do it. And I'd rather not disclose his injury problems right now. So next up today in this episode, we have got a game coming up against Lazio in the TIM Cup quarter-finals. Join me in a second when I'm going to progress through to that stage, and we're going to play that second game of the day. Welcome back then, guys. We are here against Lazio today in the Cup quarter-final. We're going with Gabriel in goal, Rodriguez, Paletta, Musacchio and Yedlin at the back, with Ilsanka, Kessie and Heinemann in the middle, with Hakan and Barini on the flanks, with Nikola Kalinic leading the line. They're going with Marchetti in goal, Gustavo Gomez, Wallace and Luis Felipe, Creccio and Spitzicino. It's difficult to read these, the white on light blue. Lucas Leiva, Jordao, Micheli, Pereira and Palombi up front. So let's get into the team talks. We're going to assertively tell them that I expect nothing but a win from this match, which has got a relatively good effect. We're going to hand over to the assistant. We're going to end the team talk. We're going to go to the tunnel, and we're going to send the assistant for this one because I want to kind of press this one on. So the teams come out then into the middle to start this game in the Cup quarter-final, and it's we that kick off. Kalinic back, Musacchio out wide to Yedlin. 12 minutes gone, we've got a highlight, and it's a corner which Hakan plays in, but Barini comes back to pick it up from the halfway line, plays it back to Hakan, who hasn't been closed down. Hyman now on the ball. Dispossessed though by Gomez, but the ball comes back to Musacchio, who plays it back to Gabriel in goal, who's getting a rare start for us today. We've decided to drop Donnarumma, give Gabriel a spin, and the ball now comes to Barini now. He plays it inside to Emerson Hyman, to Hakan. Back out wide to Yedlin, to Barini. Barini crosses it across, and Nikola Kalinic puts the ball in the back of the net, and we've taken the lead here against Lazio in the Cup quarter-final. 14 minutes on the clock, and Kalinic makes the breakthrough. Great start. So then we're at the halfway stage. It is 1-0 here at the San Siro. Now, I'm going to say that things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. We'll hand it over to the assistant, end the team talk, and we'll keep things as we are. It's quite evenly matched. We've had more possession on 60% for that first half than Lazio, but I think it's reasonably okay. So we've got another highlight then. It's Marchetti who plays the ball upfield. It drops at the feet of Yedlin, plays it to Barini, inside to Frank Kessie, Hyman. Yedlin on the overlap, but that's a foul from Creccio, and it looks like Creccio is going to be sent off here. He's already on a yellow, and that is the second yellow card for the young fullback, and off he goes, which means they're down to 10 men. We are looking quite good now. I'm going to tell them, I'm going to send a little encouragement out there via the touchline, and we could also look to make a substitution shortly. So Yedlin throws the ball into Hyman, back to Masaccio, to Ilsanka, out wide to Hakan, inside to Kalinic, but a good tackle there from Lazio, and the ball is played upfield, but it's dispossessed by Paletta. Barini goes on a run, plays it to Hyman, lovely pass to Yedlin on the overlap, crosses the ball into Kalinic, and Hakan fires it over the bar, but I think the keeper had that covered anyway. So we're up to the hour mark now in this game here against Lazio, this cup quarter-final. We've got a corner, and it's Hakan plays the ball in. Ball drops to Ilsanka on the edge of the area, and Masaccio adds a goal. Kind of, I think but it was offside, so it doesn't count, does it? That was annoying. I thought we went 2-0 up there, guys. So here we go then. We are now going to bring off Hakan, maybe, or are we? Can we bring? Yeah, I think we'll bring off Hakan. We'll bring Suso on, give him a bit of game time. We'll also bring off Emerson Hyman, and we'll bring on Jose Mauri just to give him some experience, give him a bit of extra game time. He hasn't really featured much for us so far this season. Coming up to the 70th minute now, and we're holding firm. And if it lets me click this, which it finally does, Barini on the ball, plays the ball into Mauri. Oh, cannons off the inside of the post, and the ball is cleared by the defender. I'm just going to drop them now to concentrate. We're coming into the last 12 to 30 minutes of the game. Yedlin to Mauri. Good pass out wide to Suso. Suso. Good save from Marchetti. Great cross off the flank there by Mauri. It's 1-0. I think we're value for 1 or 2 more goals, really, if I'm being honest. We're just going to bring on Montalivo to bring that experience on. Take off Ilsanka. Give Montalivo a bit of game time. He hasn't really featured in the last 2 to 3 games, and he's done all right for us. Coming up towards the end of the game now, we've got 4 minutes added time. I'm just going to tell him to tighten up because we want to get through to that cup semi-final. Coming up to the 94th minute, Rodriguez with the throw inside to Mauri, and he's dispossessed, and we have managed to pick up a win, which is great stuff. We've beaten Lazio in the League Cup quarter-finals. Now we're going to head to the dressing room, and I'll certainly tell them, well done, lads. That was a good win for us. We'll hand it over to the assistant and we'll handle the team talks. So then, we are now through to the semi. We have beaten Lazio 1-0, and they suffered a player getting sent off, which definitely will have helped us. And I'm going to send the assistant to the press conference. We've received 445,000. We will play Bologna in the semi-final, which is definitely a winnable game for us. I'm sure we've already played Bologna this season, actually, and I'm sure we beat them quite convincingly. 2-1, not as convincingly as I thought, but still, we've already bested them so far this season. I'd say Lazio was a tougher fixture. So guys, join me again for the next episode of the Rossoneri Rampage, when we're going to be coming back and we're going to play that game actually against Bologna. We're going to play these next few games off camera. I want to get through this season to press it on now. So we're going to play Lazio, Sassuolo, Chievo and Udinese all off camera. We're going to be back tomorrow. That's going to be on Tuesday with the next episode of the Rossoneri Rampage. It's going to be the TIM Cup semi-final leg 1 against Bologna, and possibly might throw in the game against Celtic first leg. I'm not too sure yet. We could do cups. We could do the Bologna Celtic, and then the next episode after that, Celtic Bologna. Let me know in the comment section down below what you want me to do. Although chances are I've probably already recorded it by the time. So okay guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Remember to leave a thumbs up on the video down below if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Last thing all guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting me on this Football Manager 2018 journey, and I'll catch you again in the next one.